The other day, I saw a crazy ad for a car product that said it could instantly give me double the miles from a single tank of gas. And I thought, where do I sign up? That's when I discovered there is a whole industry of devices making miracle claims about slashing my fuel costs, and they're actively being promoted by Google, Amazon, and other big retailers. And so I thought I would do some digging and find out, do these gadgets actually live up to their ambitious promises, or is big tech making bank by advertising scams that steal the public's money? Spoiler alert, the answer is B. We're living through a gas crisis. It's no secret that gas prices have risen to record levels in recent months. You see it all over the news and the internet, and everyone talks about it. But don't worry, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, a secret weapon that can help you fight back against greedy oil companies. This revolutionary smart device will help you save money, our planet, and a lot of hassle. We're talking about FuelSave Pro. This small device can pay for itself in just 1 month of driving, drastically reducing the time between fill-ups and costs at the pump. Hurry up to get it, as oil companies are trying to ban it. What? They're trying to ban it? That is crazy. But wait, where did this miracle gas-saving device even come from? Well, let's allow this sketchy YouTube ad to fill us in on the details.
This ex-programmer got fired from his job at a German car manufacturer after exposing a software bug in the fuel management system of all cars built after 1996.
First off, I'm sad to say it, but our genius protagonist Christian is not real. He's actually an automotive engineer named Ryan, and this is a video of him as a student that was filmed at his university, and so already we're not off to a great start. Secondly, a massive software bug did not suddenly strike all cars in 1996, but you know what did happen that year? Well, see that little port that's being shown on screen? Well, in 1996, the US started requiring that all cars have that port, and this is conveniently the same connection used by the scammy product that is about to be promoted.
Christian worked in the ecology department, where his job was to make cars more environmentally friendly. But while working on ways to improve gas mileage, he discovered most cars were configured in a way that causes the engine to consume more fuel than it really needs. When Christian shared his findings with his manager, he was expecting a big promotion, but instead of getting a raise, he got kicked out of the car company 3 days later.
Shut up. They fired him? That's weird. And so is the fact that Christian has blonde hair here and looks like a totally different person here. Like, who the is that? Something is up, y'all. Plus, in reality, this scenario would never happen unless Christian's company hated money. Because just look, when people rank their most important factors when buying a car, fuel efficiency is number one. And so any car manufacturer would jump on Christian's idea so that they could dominate the market.
Blessed with years of technical experience, Christian teamed up with top car engineers, and after working for months on end, they finally hit the secret everyone was trying to hide.
Oh, snap, y'all, this just got real. What did you find out, Christian?
Christian's team broke into the car's factory settings and found all car companies used the same outdated software to manage fuel consumption. Christian immediately started building a chip to reverse this effect. They called it FuelSave Pro. It's a revolutionary device that uses cutting-edge AI to calibrate your car's fuel usage.
Oh, does it have cutting-edge AI? Is it also powered by the blockchain and connected to the metaverse too? Look, there are many ads out there plugging some version of this device, and I can confidently tell you that the only way that AI has been used for this product is in the making of the tragic videos promoting it. Or at least I hope that's the case, and that an actual human did not pick a shot of a woman shopping for cooking oil for a video about engine fuel.
At just the size of a matchbox, it plugs under the dashboard of any car made after '96, instantly giving you almost double the mileage from a single tank of gas. That's why the inventors of FuelSave Pro want as many people as possible to know about their latest invention. But 6 weeks after they started selling the chip, they got sued by 2 big oil companies.
Okay, for what? What would the big oil companies' claims even be in those lawsuits? Wah, you hurt our business? That is not how the court system works in a capitalist economy. But let's not let logic get in the way of a sales pitch based on a good old-fashioned conspiracy theory. I mean, how else are you going to convince people to buy a product that experts are definitely going to label a scam? You have to say it's a massive cover-up at the highest levels of power. I mean, really, it's your only prayer of selling this device. And unfortunately, this tactic often works. It's a tried and true formula, and this ain't the only commercial that's using it. This student got kicked out of Harvard for inventing a fuel-saving device which drops fuel consumption of cars by 30%. His name is James Davison. Or is it Sam Dixon? Whatever, it doesn't matter because we know where this is going. James/Sam also got sued by 2 big oil companies. They stopped us from distributing it over stores in the US and Canada and forced us to sell online. Now they're trying to take our online store offline as well. They are trying to remove this, so hurry and buy. Millions are saving money on gas prices. Hurry, government will remove. Breaking, Big Oil wants to make this fuel-saving gadget illegal. Coming to you from the trusted news source, best gifts to you. The only thing that makes sense is that political figures don't want people to know this. Well, there's another thing that makes sense, which is that this whole thing is a scam because we're still not done meeting all the people who invented Fuel Save Pro. This student built a device to save car owners thousands of dollars. But instead of winning praise, he got kicked out of college, and now oil companies want his device banned from the market. Okay, by now we know the drill. It's the same story. Oh, wait, Robert Henderson designed the invention so he could go visit his girlfriend. Oh, that's a romantic twist. Well, now I kind of want Robert from the Davidson Academy of Nevada to be real, y'all. But once again, my hopes are crushed because this dude's name is actually Taylor Wilson, and he's known as a boy wonder, which I'm sure is the exact search term that the makers of this ad typed in when they were looking to steal somebody's identity for the leading role in their video. So, if none of these guys are actually real, then who exactly is selling this miracle gas-saving device? Well, who isn't selling it, really? Just like Fuel Save Pro has many inventors, it also has many official websites. So it seems like Big Oil hasn't slowed it down at all.
You are not going to believe this. This is the biggest no-brainer in the world. This little device here cost me less than $50, and it is saving me a fortune every time I fill up my gas tank.
Fuel efficiency just ahead. Oh, and look, there's over 1,000 reviews here. Oh, wait, no, we can't see any of them because this is not clickable. Help fight climate change. Let us ship you a plastic product that doesn't work that will just end up in a landfill. I don't understand how it works, but it does. It's okay, Sammy. You don't need to understand how it works because it's magic. Reduce your fuel consumption by up to 35% with this revolutionary product. Oil companies are starting to sweat because of this brilliant device. Save thousands of dollars annually and never let them scam you again. Oh, lucky us. There's a special promo offer on now where we can get up to 50% off. We better claim our discount so we don't miss out. Oh, it looks like the sellout risk is high for every single package. People keep popping up, buying just now. Oh, but wait, I could save an extra 10% off on top of my 50% discount, but only in the next 5 minutes? Do I want a 3-year extended warranty? This is my one chance. Well, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to come back later, but oh, wait. Here is our best and final offer. Let's activate that. I wonder if it really is the final offer, though. Let's try to X out this window one more time, and okay. And it looks like this is the one claim about this product that is actually true. Now, this sleazy Fuel Save Pro device descends from a long lineage of sham products that claim to boost your car's fuel economy.
Faster pickup getaway, more miles per gallon than you ever dreamed were possible.
As long as there have been cars, there have been gadgets that promise revolutionary improvements in performance and mileage. And every time there's a spike in fuel prices, these gadgets proliferate like mushrooms after a spring rain.
Gas prices are closing in on $4 a gallon, so anything that makes your fill-up last longer has a built-in audience.
In today's economy, most drivers are concerned about high fuel prices and our dependence on the dwindling supply of foreign oil.
Gas prices hitting you hard? Fight back with Fuel Doctor's Platinum FD47. Certified lab and field tests show increased MPG of up to 25%.
The FD47 is an old school product that plugged into a car's cigarette lighter.
As a vehicle matures, the power systems can generate more electrical noise or interference. The FD47 helps to remove it.
Well, not exactly, because Consumer Reports did an investigation into these claims where it threw some serious shade at the fuel doctor.
You gotta help me. Apparently, we are having electrical interference with our control units, and we are losing power and fuel economy.
After testing the fuel doctor's very positive effects on a vehicle's house power, Consumer Reports concluded that it did not in fact improve gas mileage, but they were able to determine what it did do.
It lights up when you plug it in.
The magazine Car and Driver arrived at the same results twice because the fuel doctor threw a tantrum after its first expose, but in the end it concluded, no, it really doesn't work at all. Next up, we've got a product called the Tornado Fuel Saver.
Sam Amola here for Tornado. With today's high fuel prices, you need all the help you can get with fuel economy, and that's exactly what the Tornado does.
That's why the Tornado Fuel Saver is creating so much buzz.
Tornado Fuel Saver's precisely engineered slotted fins convert normal air intake flow into a powerful spinning vortex of air.
Just like the Tornado in this bottle.
The Tornado goes inside your car's air inlet hose, where it's supposed to swirl the air around vigorously so that it fully mixes with your car's fuel and allows for better combustion. And what does better combustion do?
Immediately improves drivability and fuel mileage.
The Tornado claims an extra 1 to 2 miles per gallon, so we put it to the test.
This local news crew drove over 200 miles in traffic and on the highway to see whether the Tornado would improve their car's gas mileage. But in the end, they saw no difference at all.
Our vehicle normally averages 16 miles a gallon. With the Tornado, it was still 16 miles a gallon. A net gain of 0. No stars to the Tornado. Instead, it gets what it gave us, 0.
Now, the problem with these results is that they were not done under scientifically controlled conditions, which is really important if you want to accurately measure gas mileage. So, is the Tornado really a useless device? Well, yes, because when the magazine Popular Mechanics tested this device at an automotive technical institute, it also found that the product did not improve gas mileage, but it did reduce maximum horsepower by 10%, so I guess it's doing something. Next up is a product that features one of the all-time favorite materials of the snake oil industry, a device that's made out of magnets.
Millions of people struggle with the high prices of gasoline. What if you could drive more and pay less? You can achieve that with Magnufuel. The magnetic resonance frequency generated by the device helps the oxygen molecules penetrate between the fuel molecules, which allows complete combustion.
Basically, this magnetic device clamps around your car's fuel line that has gas molecules passing through it. But the makers of this product say that these gas molecules are super messy and clumped together, and that makes them less efficient. But they say that once you put this magnet on your fuel line and the molecules pass through its magic little tunnel, they're going to be separated and lined up like neat little soldiers in formation, and that's going to make your car run more efficiently. The problem with this pseudoscientific theory, though, is that Popular Mechanics says that gas molecules are not magnetic, so it probably won't surprise you to find out that these miracle magnets do not live up to their claims when they are tested by experts.
Trust me when I say there's no way this 99 pence piece of rubbish is going to increase your fuel economy.
This explains why the Federal Trade Commission has gone after scammers who ripped customers off with this snake oil.
It's a known fact that every day millions of people spend their lives fighting discomfort and a real lack of energy. Most people spend their entire lives believing that this is something they just have to live with. But more and more people just like you are discovering the secret that lets you live without discomfort.
For over 15 years, over 1 million people worldwide have felt better and lead more active lives, thanks to their Q-Ray Wellness Bracelet. The Q-Ray Bracelet works to balance your own negative and positive energy forces, optimizing your bioenergy.
Woo! I'm burning it up, and I'm loving it, baby!
It's the Q-Ray effect.
Now, speaking of snake oil, you know, that classic potion curing every medical condition ever, I could not help but wonder whether some of these miracle car gadgets were just spin-off projects from hustlers who'd had success with sketchy wellness products and who had just copied their own ideas. And after doing some research, I can confirm this is exactly what's happening. I mean, we just looked at magnets promising to improve your car's health, and next up, we're going to straight up pop pills into our car's gas tank.
We want long-lasting engine performance and a cleaner world for ourselves and our children. With the B-EPIC Fuel Tab, one tablet does it all. This revolutionary super-concentrated fuel catalyst is designed to create more efficient combustion in the fuel itself.
Right, of course it is. That's what they all say. Another video pushing this product asks, is your car on the pill? And then it says, if it's not, then your vehicle is burning fuel like a massive forest fire, pouring thick black smoke into the air, and that is what's going through your car. But with B-EPIC pills, it's going to burn like a small fist-sized ball of twigs that doesn't produce any smoke.
B-EPIC fuel tabs actually chop the size of the gas molecules into nano size, like twigs, which makes the gas burn cleaner, giving you more horsepower, more gas mileage, and less engine buildup.
That is the premise of B-EPIC fuel tabs. They're like little lumberjacks, chopping up the size of your gas molecules into nano-sized particles that do all the great things for your car. That's it. Either you get it or you don't. Get your car on the pill today. Now, these B-EPIC tablets that you pop into your gas tank are sold through a company named B-EPIC Worldwide. It's your time to be epic. Create an epic life with your own B-EPIC business. Start making money right away. Be epic. Rise from obscurity. Stop being a nobody when you could become a sucker.
Are you tired of being just one of the crowd? Stuck in the rat race, putting in 40 hours of your life every week, then doing it again the next week and the next? What if there were another way, something you can start for virtually no investment, a business featuring products everyone needs, and the ability to duplicate your time and energy worldwide, so that even when you take time off, your business continues to grow?
So, if you haven't already guessed it, B-EPIC is a multi-level marketing company.
So you have an organization that looks something like this.
Now, I don't know about you, but whenever I hear that a business is an MLM, I immediately think that's a legit operation.
Hey guys, this is Lance Conrad, Diamond Distributor with B-EPIC, one of the fastest growing nutritional companies on the planet today. The reason why is we're fundamentally better than our competition. That's why we feel like everybody's winning. And it's not true, not everybody's winning, but it feels like everybody's winning.
While no one can guarantee your success, what we can guarantee is that this product works. The system works.
And it will do all the work for you. Whether you're looking to make hundreds of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Hey, there's a lot of money to be made here.
So as you can see, B-EPIC follows every move in the MLM playbook, bashing your 9-to-5 and making it seem like anybody who works a normal job is a total idiot, selling you the dream of making money, even when you're holding up a scarf in a convertible, insisting that their MLM is the one that's different from all the rest, and pitching a turnkey, set-it-and-forget-it system that just spits out cash every month and could not be easier because it does all the work for you.
It couldn't be any easier.
But if that were true, if this business really made it rain nonstop with minimal effort and time, then why wouldn't the leaders of B-EPIC just scale their magic model on their own and keep all of the profits for themselves? Because they're generous do-gooders that want to help the masses? Come on now. Not only is this company B-EPIC an MLM, but it is not an automotive brand, even though it sells those sketchy pills for your car. Instead, B-EPIC is actually a health and wellness business with products designed to transform your life and make every day epic.
Feeling sluggish, unfocused, grumpy, and exhausted? A world leader in nutritional products, B-EPIC introduces a cutting-edge performance product, Elevate. This proprietary formula gives your mind and body a boost of energy, vitality, and overall health.
In other words, B-EPIC sells a bunch of supplement potions and powders that mention vague benefits that are not evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration, like that they'll boost cognitive performance and improve sleep and mood. Now, if we scroll down this page with all of their wellness products, at the very bottom, we've got their car pills, which I guess makes sense if you want a high-performance lifestyle in every way. But even though you might be thinking that B-EPIC seems like a confused enterprise, If you ask me, this line of car care products falls right in line with their MO. See, B-EPIC was founded by a dude named Dan Putnam, and Dan's Twitter profile reads, "Lack of money is no obstacle, lack of an idea is an obstacle," which sounds exactly what you would expect an MLM mastermind to preach.
I want to ask you 2 questions, and if you answer no to either of these questions, you may as well just stop the video right now because this probably isn't for you.
You might as well just get the f*** out. If you can't answer yes, then you're not a real entrepreneur, so don't waste my time.
Question number 1, would you trade $20 for $30? And question number 2, do you think you could find 2 other people who would also trade $20 for $30 within the next 48 hours?
Question number 1, can you do simple math? Question number 2, do you know a couple other people who can too? Well, then you're cut out for greatness, my friend, and I have a special opportunity for you. Then Dan goes on to pitch to viewers that not only should they buy B-ECO tablets for themselves, but that they should get other people to buy them too, saying that they could make $100,000 in the first 30 days.
Turn this into the opportunity of a lifetime. And just to make things even better, how would you like to win this Porsche you are driving right now by doing nothing more than asking people the simple question, would you trade $20 for $30?
Well, sure. I mean, I'd like to win that Porsche, but are you saying that you're giving one away to somebody who signs up for this program? Are there some kind of contest rules I can review? Is there a deadline? Well, Dan doesn't mention those details, but he does lay on a guilt trip at the end of this video.
We can either be a victim or we can seize the opportunity and change our life. The choice is yours.
The choice is yours. What are you gonna do? Do you want 100K or not? Now, after watching that video, it might not surprise you to learn that despite B-ECO Tab's claims that it's proven to reduce fuel consumption by up to 15%, when I clicked to view the product details, I could not find any ingredients listed. I also didn't see them on the product's packaging, so who knows what you're putting into your car? I will say that somebody commented that they smell like petrochemical mothballs for what it's worth, and they asked, does adding a mystery substance void my car's warranty? Which is a valid question, especially because experts warn that those fuel pills won't save you petrol, but they'll damage your car and mess with your warranty. These tablets are unfortunately really popular in South Africa, where gas prices rank as some of the least affordable anywhere. After a huge fuel price increase was announced in South Africa in July of last year, a news network there featured distributors of B-ECO tabs who said they'd seen a massive spike in the demand for their product.
Today, as I speak, we are ordering about 5,000 of this every week from our supplier in America.
And that supplier would be Dan Putnam's company B-EPIC, which apparently has an international following of sales reps who flex about how much money they're making by selling the products that they buy from this MLM.
I'm not working for anybody. I'm working for myself.
This little green pill has flipped my world upside down in 9 weeks. I never thought I should see a weekly check with a comma. If you aren't winning in your company, you can sit with us. But despite the enthusiasm of B-EPIC reps, it appears that the company has gotten carried away at times when telling the rags to riches stories of its members.
You can be making money literally within the next hour, qualify for a $500 a month lifestyle bonus within a week, and be ready to quit your job in just a few short months.
Well, I wouldn't quit your day job just yet because there are some serious hoops you'll need to jump through to qualify for that $500 bonus.
To qualify for the lifestyle bonus, just sign up for the $89.95 a month Elevate Pack. Find 4 people who do the same thing, then help them find 4 each. That's it.
That's it. It's that simple. You just need to convince 20 other people to spend $90 a month on so-called magic products like yummy weight management candy that lists a slew of benefits that consumers may experience, but we can't be sure because, again, these products are not regulated by the FDA. That's all. Doesn't that sound way easier than that dumb job that you have now that actually cuts you a regular paycheck?
In order to get the lifestyle bonus, you have to purchase one of those 2 packages, the $50 package and the $110 package, and then get 2, 3, 4, or 5 that also purchase to get 2, 3, 4, or 5 that purchase.
So you're telling me I make money if I give you money? Despite B-EPIC claiming that it's based on the values of dedication, integrity, and hard work, the Better Business Bureau has investigated the company at least twice after its website and distributors made deceptive claims about its income and health results, including that one of its products totally healed this child's skin infection. In response, B-EPIC promised to change its ways and crack down on misrepresentations, but a quick search on Instagram under the hashtag B-EPIC yields plenty of miraculous-looking before and after photos that the company has failed to address. A writer who reviews MLMs named Harry also wrote in 2019 that B-EPIC had not released a single income disclosure statement in all the years it had been operating, and I couldn't find one anywhere online either. So I'd be willing to bet that most B-EPIC reps are not raking in $100K a month like Dan teased, but that they're actually losing money by buying these products, because this is the case for 99% of reps who work for an MLM, according to a study by the FTC. I am shocked that this company is still around. They have stolen thousands of dollars from distributors. Thousands. I bet you I could get over 1,000 reps to come forward on this matter. To make matters worse, when it comes to B-EPIC's B-Eco fuel tablets, the reps are buying and promoting pills that automotive experts warn do not work. A fuel engineer said that it is scientifically impossible for these pills to achieve a 15% improvement in fuel consumption because they do not contain any fuel content. A former editor at Car Magazine agreed and said this is all false, and these companies are basically stealing people's money with a lie.
You are guaranteed a 20% discount on your fuel cost.
Did you know that B-Eco fuel tabs are certified by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, the American Petroleum Institute, and the Nigerian Agency for Food and Drug Administration? Which is weird because this is neither a food nor a drug product, but a car product, but whatever. These credentials don't need to make any sense when you're trying to dupe customers into buying a scam. Plus, these B-Eco pills have not been evaluated by regulators, and the ingredients aren't listed, so car experts say they could end up damaging your car, and your insurance probably ain't going to pay to fix it. An auto policy from a major insurer in South Africa says, we do not cover the failure of a part where the cause can be attributed to any of the following, including foreign matter in the fuel system. It cannot be stressed enough that the only thing intended to go in your fuel tank is fuel. And just in case all of this is not enough evidence to convince you that B-Eco fuel tablets are a sham, then you should also know that the CEO of the MLM behind them, Dan Putnam, has a trail of fraudulent businesses in finance and crypto.
My parents used to joke, or somebody would joke when you wanted to buy something and it was expensive, and they'd be like, money doesn't grow on trees, you got to work for your money. Right. You know what I mean? But now when we're in the mining industry and we're actually mining currencies, we literally have money machines.
Yeah, okay, bud, sure. Now, among Dan's many shady schemes was an enterprise called the Modern Money Team, which urged folks to hop on the crypto wave before it was too late.
Let me assure you, if you do nothing, you will be left behind.
Of course, this was pitched as not only a massive opportunity for you, but for your friends and family too, and it said you could get started for only $20 a month.
Add in the matching bonuses of approximately $22,000, and you can be making almost $40,000 per month with Modern Money Team.
Another one of Dan's companies was Eyeline Trading, which promised equally unrealistic returns.
Let's look at day 1, Sunday. We have 1 penny. Day 2, you have 2 pennies. Look what happens on the 31st day. You'll have over $10 million.
Dan's company Eyeline ran into some trouble, though, after the Securities Commission in British Columbia added Eyeline Trading to its warning list and pointed out that Eyeline was not registered to trade or advise on securities in that country. But don't worry, that didn't stop Dan from pursuing his mission under a different name. Welcome to Wealth Boss, where the boss works for you. Earn while you sleep, earn while you work, earn while you play.
Where can you put your money to work? It's Bitcoin. Multiply your Bitcoin by up to 170% in a year.
This system is 100% tested and proven. People just like you are having these kinds of results.
Wealth Boss promised folks the potential to earn daily earnings on autopilot regardless of market conditions, because that's how economics works.
What we're trying to do is provide opportunity to the population of the world so that people have control.
If all you did was put in 0.006, never another penny out of pocket, so you're risking a total of approximately $40 USD. Right. Now, if you referred 3 people in a month, and they duplicated that same thing, right, in your first year, with never going any more out of pocket than 0.0065, right, you're going to have earned more than 600,000 USD. Now, if it just goes another 6 months, and if people are just compounding even 10%, right, it's going to go to over 10 million.
This blew my mind. Yesterday, a millionaire taught me how to make $1 million in a year with just $40 and about an hour a day. Before you scroll by and think, sounds too good to be true, what if it isn't? Well, I can safely say it was too good to be true, because it didn't take long before Wealth Boss investors started noticing that their income payments were not arriving on time. Okay, I have held my breath, but guys, Wealth Boss is now at a point where group admins need to stop defending what is unacceptable behavior. Wealth Boss Corporate has not paid for 2 weeks, is not communicating, is continually making promises that are not kept, and are negligent.
Our goal with Modern Money Team is to offer you a company that you can depend on. Well over 90% of the opportunities out there right now are scams.
I think the biggest worry that people have in the cryptocurrency space is really compliance. There's no regulations, and there's a lot of people that are scared because it's not regulated. What I feel separates our company from the rest is we basically are regulating ourselves.
Anyone know if the withdrawal problem is fixed? It is going on 120 hours since my last withdrawal request, and it is still pending. Account not making money for more than 3 to 4 months now, withdrawals suspended until only God knows when. For now, in my own view, Wealth Boss is a scam until they can pay all members having funds in the account. As if it isn't bad enough that Dan's company teased investors with all this easy income and then failed to pay them, investors also claim that while Wealth Boss was holding their money hostage, it had the audacity to try to sell them on future products. I don't care about the new programs you want to start running. The issue at hand is pending withdrawal. We need it released before you be telling of all whatever new opportunities that will be coming on Wealth Boss. Now, when the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission heard all about Dan's shady crypto operations, they froze his assets of over $12 million that he'd milked in less than 3 years from a couple thousand investors who, of course, stopped getting paid their impressive returns and could no longer withdraw their money because the SEC said Dan had used it for his personal expenses. Anyway, given Dan's illustrious track record of dishonesty, I think we can safely pound the gavel down and conclude that B-EPIC fuel tablets are not a product worth spending your money on. And that is true for all of these fuel-saving gimmicks. They're just quick cash grabs sold by lazy scumbags. For example, if we circle back to our fake friend Christian's pioneering invention, the Fuel Saver Pro, it turns out that under the hood, it's got some serious flaws. A YouTuber named Dave that runs an electrical engineering channel, EEV blog, did a video where he took this device apart and tested it and ultimately concluded that it was a scam.
The silk screen is over the pad. There is no solder on that pin at all. It is not connected.
But of course, the device acted like it was connected to the car, even when Dan said his vehicle was off.
You can see like it's trying to connect, even though we've got nothing hooked up to it.
Another YouTuber, Ken from the channel Computer Clan, came to the same conclusion.
It's just a green plastic box that lights up and doesn't do jack.
Most genius product ever. Take some 25-cent LEDs and sell them for $50. I have oceanfront property in Arizona for sale. Over the years, there have been so many extensive debunking sessions done on these fuel economizer products that make these miracle claims about reducing gas mileage. For example, the British car show Fifth Gear looked into a selection of these devices with technical experts and standardized testing equipment, and every time the devices failed to live up to their impressive promises. The American show Mythbusters also did a comprehensive investigation into a range of so-called fuel-saving products where, unsurprisingly, none of the devices improved gas mileage and some even made it worse. On top of all of this, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency has repeatedly tested supposed fuel-saving products over the years, and its reports show time and time again that these gadgets do not improve fuel economy or exhaust emissions. So then, if there is so much overwhelming evidence that shows that these fuel-saver devices don't do what they say, why do people still fall for them? Well, for one, it's actually really hard to test these products. To do it right and get accurate results, you need expensive scientific gear that costs thousands that the average consumer doesn't have. That means that when most people are trying to figure out whether one of these devices works on their car, they're just taking stabs in the dark by driving around town or on the interstate, and that is a totally murky way to assess these devices because gas mileage can vary a ton depending on traffic conditions or even the way you drive. For example, if you're an aggressive driver and you like to constantly slam on the accelerator and brakes, the U.S. Department of Energy says that can lower your gas mileage by up to 40%. So there's a lot of wiggle room and a lot of factors that could give you better fuel economy that you might attribute to one of these devices by mistake, especially because people who bought this device want to think that it works. It's a phenomenon known as confirmation bias, which means that people will look for ways to confirm an idea that they're biased toward or that they want to believe. And when someone pays $40, $50 for one of these gadgets in the hopes that it'll save them money, they'd much rather believe that it's doing its job than to think that they just got suckered.
Overall, I think I pretty much spent about the same amount of money as every other time I go home. But, you know, I spent $38, $38.95 on this, and I'm not going to take it off and throw it in the trash can. So I think my mind wants to believe that it might be helping maybe 5%, just an amount that you can't really even notice. So I'd still kind of like to think that.
I used to work at an automotive repair shop in San Diego, and we would see these sorts of items in people's cars and laugh at them. But most of the customers swore by them. Add to that the fact that many of these products say they take a certain number of miles to work and that their algorithms optimize over time. That could make people give these gadgets more chances than they deserve to deliver on the results they promise. And you might be thinking, you know, it's only a matter of time before this thing kicks in.
I got this a month ago. Less than $50 investment. I wanted to see how things were going to improve, right? Because I'm skeptical and I wanted to know this was really going to work.
Did the fuel saver work? Okay, well, it did say you got to give it 150 to 250 miles, I think they said, before it really learns the engine and you really start seeing any difference.
In the first week, I jumped up to 21, then 22, 23. I'm up to 25 now, and it's been a month. And for all I know, it's going to continue to optimize even better.
On top of all of this, even if someone was doubtful whether FuelSave Pro was legit and they tried to search the web to find out whether this product was a scam, they would be directed to sites like this one that looks like a trustworthy news site trying to expose what you need to know about this device. But if we scroll down in the article, we'll see links screaming, "Big savings today! Get FuelSave Pro reviews before stock runs out." It's sneaky sites like this that catfish consumers into thinking a product really works because they cater their page titles to the exact search terms that cynical buyers will be typing in. This is how shady businesses try to game Google's algorithm to outrank the honest experts who want to warn folks that these gadgets are bogus. But besides crafting tricky titles, an even easier way to climb to the top of the search results is just by throwing a few dollars at Google and buying an ad for a promoted page listing or a video ad that plays on YouTube. Advertisements are what get you in front of people who are not even searching for your product. I mean, I never would have known about this deceptive device if Google had not introduced me to it. The most disappointing thing is that so many social media platforms allow these scammers to advertise with them. These big tech companies consistently fail to stop dishonest promotions, even though those ads are against their own ad policies.
We want users to trust the ads on our platform, so we strive to ensure ads are clear and honest.
Google Ads has a misrepresentation policy that prohibits advertisers from making unproven health claims or from marketing miracle cures for medical ailments such as arthritis or products that claim to be cure-alls for several diseases. But remember that magic magnetic bracelet, the Q-Ray, that promise to cure all your pain and transform your life? Well, when I searched for that bracelet, Google showed me an array of ads at the top of its search page, and when I clicked on one of them, I landed on this page that touts how this bracelet treats arthritis and a whole list of other ailments, which is just the kind of dishonesty that Google's policy prohibits. And if you're thinking, wait, but what if those magnetic bracelets actually do help arthritis? Well, they don't, according to the Arthritis Foundation. And that is why the U.S. Federal Trade Commission sued the people who marketed Cure bracelets, saying they lied to the public in their ads when they promised all those incredible health benefits. The FTC cited a study by the Hospital Mayo Clinic that found zero scientific evidence to support Cure's phenomenal healing claims.
If the Cure is supposed to be ionized, it means it should actually be charged. But one of the questions might be, can we actually see that charge?
Nothing.
But despite all these experts calling out the makers of Cure for being blatant con artists who steal people's money, that sure hasn't stopped Amazon from selling these bracelets or from featuring Cure in its sponsored products. It also hasn't stopped Walmart, who sells Cure bracelets in a range of colors and sizes. And of course, Google has no qualms with showcasing a big lineup of promoted Cure products at the top of its search page, even though, ironically, right under that carousel of image ads, the first non-sponsored legit link goes to the FTC site explaining that Cure is in fact a scam. And so even though the Federal Trade Commission fought in court to force Cure to pay millions back to the consumers that it ripped off, Google, Amazon, and other retailers are just helping the shady brand make tons more money by shoving its sham products in people's faces while burying actually helpful info out of sight. The same is true for all those gas-saving gimmicks, like those fuel line magnets that promise better gas mileage. Even though the EPA has debunked magnet gas savers as bogus, even though the FTC has also sued the manufacturers of these kind of devices for false advertising, Google and Amazon are still collecting fat paychecks to promote these sham products that only swindle the public out of their hard-earned cash. And in case you're thinking, look, Mary, I think you're being a little harsh on these tech companies. I'm sure that Google and Amazon don't want to rake in huge profits by cheating their users out of money, but obviously these mega corporations run so many ads that they can't possibly screen every single product that they promote. They need to rely on the public. They need users to report harmful ads to them and let them know about bad actors. And I'm sure that once these platforms receive a report, they take immediate action and stop a scam ad right away. Well, not exactly. The reality is that big tech companies are not so proactive about taking down deceptive ads because that shrinks their biggest revenue stream. There are countless reports of Google, Facebook, and Amazon failing to stop dangerous ads on their platforms, even when they've been repeatedly notified about them. What's really concerning is that Amazon isn't doing the bare minimum to remove these products or flag their description as a possible scam before allowing them to be posted. I've been calling Amazon for weeks about this, and they keep submitting a report, which should have the item removed in 7 to 10 days, except that hasn't ever happened, and videos on this go back years. Another example comes from 2020, when Google ran ads for a scam website named MyTech Domestic that claimed to sell discounted electronics, but people directed to the site quickly reported that it was a scam after they could only pay through a bank transfer, and they said after they did, the company totally ghosted them and never sent them their order. Of course, after that happened, this shady site was flagged to Google as a scam, but Google did not remove it. It was not until Google was contacted by the major British news network, the BBC, that it finally decided to take down the scam site's ads. And this is definitely not a lone case of negligence on the part of big tech. According to a study by a consumer watchdog group, Google failed to remove 34% of the scam ads that were reported to it. For example, Google delayed in removing ads for websites that looked like official government offices, but that charged 5 times as much for public services. It also let crypto scammers steal $500,000 using Google ads that looked like they linked to a legit site, but were impersonators that tricked people into entering their passwords so the scammers could drain their accounts. Y'all, Google even ran an ad that claimed to be YouTube's official site, but that linked to a page that gave you a bunch of sketchy Windows security warnings and that tried to get you to download malware onto your computer. The irony is that Google says its mission is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. But when users need to scroll past deceptive ads to even see the actually useful information from experts that could help them from getting scammed, Google, you are failing at your mission and you're getting rich at your users' expense. And let's not forget Facebook, because it certainly ain't any better at policing its promotions.
It was the promise of a great deal that Raul Gonzalez says prompted him to order a drone that popped up in his Instagram feed in October. But the supposedly high-quality drone arrived in a plastic bag from China. The drone does fly, but when he demonstrated it for us, the battery started dying after just a couple minutes.
That's it. That's as long as it goes.
Here's a scam ad promising an i7 laptop which looks suspiciously like a Microsoft Surface. This could apparently be yours for the amazing low price of $38.80.
The snowblower one shopper thought he ordered turned out to be an ice scraper. Two other people told us they thought they'd purchased motorized surfboards, but instead got foam boogie boards.
And in the last couple of months, I have reported 60 such ads to Facebook. Most of the time, nothing happens at all. The ad stays there and Facebook doesn't even acknowledge your report. About a quarter of the time, something does happen, and that something is Facebook replies with a boilerplate response that they will review it, but they continue to show the ad and nothing ever happens.
Facebook repeatedly sells ad space to a known scammer. These Facebook ads clearly targeted senior citizens and promised that they could invest safely in secured bonds, but the ads were really created by a company that had been flagged by authorities for operating illegally and making false income claims. But despite this, a watchdog group says that when a member of the public reported the ads to Facebook, Facebook refused to remove them, saying the ads did not violate their community standards. Now, Facebook says its mission is giving people the power to build community and bring the world closer together. But if that's true, then it probably should not run racist ads like this one from white supremacy pages. Maybe it shouldn't run ads from Russian political groups trying to mess with U.S. elections by targeting American voters with misinformation. And it definitely should not be helping online casinos market to potential gambling addicts by tracking their users' activity.
Facebook helps social casinos target people whose online behavior might be a sign of addiction. It charges a premium to nudge players to spend more. A Facebook executive spoke at a game conference in 2014 about social casinos.
It's the #1 category on Facebook. Every year we see new companies making significant money. It's a category that never stops growing.
We looked at what Facebook does to try and rein in scams, and we found it really easy to find scam vehicle posts, scam posts that would rip people off buying a new PlayStation 5, because the platform really is lacking a certain level of oversight right now.
Check this scam out right here. It's an advert sponsored on Facebook, obviously being shown to people, and it's about Tesla having a product called 360 crypto investing that can turn people into millionaires. This is crazy, and if you report it, Facebook don't care. Even if you try and tell them multiple times in support, they don't care.
A Facebook insider told BuzzFeed News, Facebook will take any cent that they can get on anything. They do not care whatsoever as long as they're making a dime out of it. And trust me, these tech companies are making bank by selling ads. More than 90% of Meta's revenue comes from ads, and about 80% of Google's revenue is from ads. These companies would be nothing without their advertising departments. That's what's made them the billion-dollar businesses that they are today. And so if they want to keep their luxury offices with their massage chairs and gourmet chefs and private performances from celebs like Lizzo, then they don't want to cut down on their advertising profits. They don't want to make their ad review policies too strict and risk losing their perks or their shareholders' gains. Not to mention, they also don't want to hurt legitimate businesses that are trying to market their products and services on Google. They don't want to falsely flag honest ads as problematic because their reviews are too aggressive. This is something that actually happened to my business. If you don't know, besides making videos exposing scammers, I also sell online courses that teach video editing and production. Courses that are not scams, they're actually helpful. They will teach you real skills so you can create videos like you see here on this channel. But in the past, Google has flagged a couple of my video ads that I submitted to them because its AI thought that they were casino ads that violated their advertising policies, which is truly ironic because I have an entire documentary on this channel devoted to how evil I think casinos are. But my point here is that you have to admit that these tech companies face an extremely complex challenge when figuring out how to logistically enforce their ad policies at scale, which of course is always going to be a game of whack-a-mole when you're trying to stop scammers from scamming. While acknowledging how incredibly difficult this task is, I still think that tech companies could and should do more to prevent their users from getting harmed from advertisements they're profiting from. Nearly 1 in 10 people says that they have been scammed by an advertisement on social media or search engines, according to a study by the consumer watchdog group Which. This just shows you that it's not just a few bad apples sneaking in. This is a widespread problem across the internet that undermines the so-called missions of these platforms, and it is way past time for big tech to start having some trouble sleeping at night, knowing that their cushy lifestyles are financed, at least in part, by helping scumbags steal from the very users they're supposed to be serving. Alright y'all, that is it for this video, but I want to hear from you. Do you think the internet is crawling with too many scammy ads? And do you think tech companies could do more? Or is it practically impossible for them to squash every scammer? Also, have you ever tried one of these car gadgets claiming to give you better gas mileage, or do you know somebody who has? Let me know in a comment, and if you want to see more videos like this where I investigate scammers and schemers, then subscribe so you can slurp up all the tea I'm spilling here on Guzzle about shady moneymakers. Also, if you want to support me in making these investigative documentaries, I would be so grateful if you considered becoming a patron over at patreon.com/Guzzle, and shout out to all my diehards who have already joined. I appreciate y'all so much. And I want to give a very special thank you to my top tier Thirsty Stan patrons, Nick, Randy, and DNAG247. Your support means so much to me, and I cannot thank you enough. Alright y'all, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.